Well, we are doing one last little go-go for Dut before we hit the road to head to Fort Gibson. Right over there is where we got unloaded this morning. And then we just pulled around over here and parked this little alley. And did you do it, buddy? Do it, Dut, do it, buddy. Come on, show him how to do it. Show him how to do it. Go show him. Yeah. Yeah, Dad, yeah, Dad, yeah. See, I can't run too far, it's hot. So we're gonna go ahead and hit the road, kick this video off in style, in the hot sun. And you see it? Ooh, look at that. It's hot. So we're gonna jump in the truck, head on over to Fort Gibson. They said we can't get loaded more than an hour ahead of time. Our appointment's at 4, so we can't be in there until 3, but you know me, I'm hard-headed. I'll probably show up a little bit earlier than that if I get there a little earlier. It's about 1 o'clock local time now, and I'm about an hour away, so I'd probably get there about between 2 and 3. So we'll see if they'll fit us in early, get us going. I think the guy over here in this other building, right over here, I think he's ready for us to leave anyway. He keeps leaving and looking and seeing us sitting out there like, what y'all doing out here? But he ain't said anything, but you know he's thinking it. So we're gonna go ahead and hit the road. Let's see, today's Friday. I'm hoping by the time you see this video, you will have already watched our newest episode of My Trucking Life, Truth, Trucking, and Tribulations from the Trucker's Table on YouTube. Yay. So we just uploaded that episode today. So we're gonna try to upload an episode every Friday. We're up to episode number 2. And I encourage you to go check it out. I guarantee you're probably gonna like it. I've even watched it myself 2 or 3 times, just watching it and thinking, man, I can't believe I really did all that, you know? So it got me to where I am now with truck driving. So anyway, I just want to touch base with y'all, let you know we're fixing to leave Tulsa. Fixing to leave Tulsa time, yeah. And head on over to Fort Gibson. That's down by Muskogee. And we get loaded there and head to the house. Yeah, I'm hoping we'll be home by Saturday afternoon. And we deliver in Plant City Monday morning, 11 a.m. So we don't have to leave out till Sunday afternoon, late Sunday afternoon. So that's what we're gonna do. So anyway, y'all don't go nowhere. We're gonna head on over to Muskogee. Let's see, we don't burn our draft cards on. How's that song go? In Muskogee. Oh, it's that Merle Haggard song. Oh man, I gotta cue it up and listen to it. Crap. I got it stuck in my head. You'll probably end up hearing it before this video is over with. Oh, that man just dropped the deuce. We gotta go. All right, we'll talk to y'all later. 5 pounds lighter, Dad. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm good now, Dad. Let's go. Let's get out of here. All right. Well. We made it over to Fort Gibson for our pickup. Got here early, and there was a bunch of trucks already here, so we just stayed in the truck till 3 o'clock, went in there and checked in. And for the pickup number, she goes, yeah, this load left at noon, and it's already gone. I'm like, what? So, yeah, I know Duck. So what's up, everybody? Pose up. I'm gonna tell everybody pose up. Tell everybody pose up. Come on. Oh, pose up. Oh, he's getting heavy. He's eating too good. But, yeah, I keep waiting to see if they're going to come out and do anything or need me to do anything or if they're going to complain or something. I don't know. The trailer looked clean to me when we left the other place over there. But, anyway, so I called the agent right away, you know. I said, hey, I said that load's already gone. Oh, I gave you a duplicate number. I'm sorry. And so she, I guess, said, give me a minute. I'll call you back with the right information. So she looked it up, and about 15 minutes later, she calls me back and says, Here's the pickup number you need. So went back in, checked in, good to go. So instead of me getting loaded around on the other side of the building where everybody else is, they sent me around to this side of the other side of the building. So we're back in now, and it's a straight shot up. We're way down in the hole. So we get loaded, and according to the old trusty GPS, we got 865 miles to go to Havana, Florida. So as soon as they get us loaded, we're gonna haul the mail, buddy. We're gonna burn and burn, burn, burn. And probably what I'll do is I'll drive my 8 hours, stop, take a 10-hour break, and then drive the rest of the way. I won't have to do another break after that. I'll be home by then, because it's about maybe 14, 15-hour drive, something like that. So we should be okay. We should be able to make it with just one 10-hour break, and no 30-minute breaks. We'll just do the 10-hour break instead of doing the 30-minute break, and that'll get us on to the house. Because if we do the 8-2 split, we're still not going to come out no further ahead, you know. So we're just going to do a straight up 10 as soon as we burn up this first 8 hours. So, and we'll see where we're at then once we get that done. So anyway, it's a beautiful Friday. It's a little hot outside, but other than that, it's a beautiful day. And that's that. So we'll be home hopefully Saturday afternoon. I don't know. Let's see. 24 hours from now. Let's see. It's almost 5 o'clock. I think we can probably be home by maybe 6:30, somewhere in there. 7 at the latest. If we don't have too much of a slowdown with traffic and stuff, we should be good. So we'll see. We'll keep y'all up to date and let you know what's going on, all right? So y'all don't go nowhere. Y'all hang around right here. Just stay right there. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. Well, hello, everybody. Man, the last 48 hours has been rough. Let me try to backtrack. We were at Fort Gibson getting loaded there at the shipper. 3.5 hours to get loaded. We finally got loaded. I get the bill of lading. It says 45,000 pounds. I knew that wasn't going to be good. So we drove about 16 miles down the road to the nearest truck stop that had a scale, axled out. Sure enough, 80,420 pounds with only a quarter of a tank of fuel. So I had to go back. I didn't have a choice. So I went back. They got me in pretty quick and took a pallet off. They got me down to about 43,000. Went back, scaled out, perfect, good to go. So we started driving. You know, by now we've killed so many hours, it's ridiculous. So I said, I'm just gonna drive as far as I can drive, and I'll stop and do my break, you know. So ended up making it over to Earl, Arkansas. Stopped there to do my 10-hour break. And man, I was dead tired, dead tired. So we did a 10-hour break. Oh, excuse me. And got up. This is probably around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Started booking it to the house. I knew we could make it to the house without having to do another 10-hour break, you know. So we get going. We get through West Memphis, get through Mississippi. We down in Alabama on I-22 near Cordova, Alabama. And my stop engine light comes on critically low coolant. So I stopped, pulled over. Sure enough, I had blown a radiator hose. So let's stop and I'll show you the where the radiator hose got busted at. That way you can get a better idea of what had to be done, and I'll walk you through that and show you what we ended up doing. So check out the video of me showing you the radiator hose out here. So what we're going to look at here is the radiator hose, and it's about 18 inches long. It fits from the top of the radiator to about halfway across where the reservoir tank is here, and it fits into another hose where it's also clamped. So it's clamped at the front and clamped down further down. Right there where the clamp is where it busted, and he ended up cutting it off and then just clamping it back up, and we were good to go. As you can see, the radiator hose busted right behind where the clamp is. I could have cut it off and pulled it up on there probably myself and got it done, but I wasn't sure, and I'm stuck on the side of the road. If I cut that hose and it doesn't fit and it doesn't work, then I'm stuck. There's no going nowhere. So I opted to use Gorilla Tape. I used like 5-6 layers of Gorilla Tape. Just kept sticking it on there about space about this wide, one end to the other. Just kept wrapping it around there, and that lasted about 10 miles. So we got 10 miles down the road, and when it blew again, we coasted up, and I could see there was some kind of building over there, and I thought, well, maybe they have water. I can pull in there and I'll patch it again or do something, and we'll be able to get some water. But we didn't have no water. We were out of water. I had to go get some at somebody's house on the side of the road right there when the first time it blew out. But anyway, so we get there, and I'll be a son of a gun. Look what the building was. Check this picture out. How cool is that? A diesel mechanic repair shop. I just got lucky as heck. And they had an after hours number. So I called, and they had somebody in the neighborhood that I guess lived close by. So he came up there, and he went ahead and did what I was worried about doing. He went ahead and cut it where it was busted at, and was able to pull enough of it up on there to clamp it down. And I'm gonna stop in the morning at the Volvo dealership in Lake City, and on my way home tomorrow, and get me a new hose and everything and put it on when I get home. The reason I'm going back home is I'm sick. I don't know if you can tell. But I got home about 1 a.m. this morning, and went to bed and all, and got up this morning, and I was freezing to death. I couldn't get warm, you know, and it was like that almost all, you know, first half of the day. And Teresa took my temperature, and I think it was like 101, almost 102. So took some Tylenol and everything, try to break the fever. Finally, it broke a little bit, got it down to about 100.6. And so I went ahead, I told her, I said, I gotta go, I gotta get this load delivered. And I'll just come back home and go to the doctor and see if I can get looked at and figure out what's going on. I know I got some other issues. And so I want to go ahead and see the doctor. And because you got to take care of your health when you're out here. That's the main #1 rule. Take care of your health. You know, you got to take care of the truck, but you got to take care of yourself too. Because if you can't, you know, if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of the truck. So it starts with you. You have to take care of you first. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go get taken care of. See if we can figure out what's causing the fever, and I got an idea what's going on in my mind. I don't want to talk about it, but get it taken care of and get back going. But we're gonna deliver in the morning down there in Plant City. Our appointment's at 11 a.m. but I'm gonna try to get in there by 9 o'clock and see if they'll unload me a couple hours early so I can make it back home before the in time to get to the doctor's office before they close up to the VA. So if not, I'll have to wait till Tuesday, and I'll just try to book a load out from around the house somewhere after I see the doctor. So that's where we're at now. So I'm sitting here at the Petro in Reddick, Florida, right there just north of Ocala. And I'm gonna get a PM done on my truck. I'm a few thousand miles over on getting it done. I should have got it done. I tried to get it done in Earl when they put that airbag on, but you saw the debacle that happened there. So I didn't have the time to wait to get it done. So hopefully we'll get it done tonight. Probably just stay here. I was thinking about going on down, but I may just finish out my 10-hour break. We're only less than 2 hours from Plant City. So if I get up in the morning, you know, around 7 o'clock, I can be down there by 9. And maybe they'll unload me a little early, get back to the house. So also had a headlight blowed out. So I replaced the bulb, and we'll close out the video with me replacing the bulb so you can see that. That's a mess and a half, man, trying to replace that bulb. But anyway, we'll go into the video here. Man, I really appreciate y'all watching, subscribing, liking my videos, commenting and everything. Sorry, I'm just a little under the weather right now. And, but, you know, I'm working on episode 3 of my trucking life, Truth, Trucking, and Tribulations from the Trucker's Table. So if you haven't seen episode 1 and 2, I'll put a link in the description. Go back and check them out. Really good episodes talking about how I got started in trucking and how, you know, it goes back to my teenage years, my trucking career does. So go check that out, and you'll really enjoy it, I believe. So anyway, we're gonna end it right here. Thank y'all so much for watching, subscribing, and don't forget our motto: if you're an owner operator, don't haul no cheap freight. All right, peace out. All right, here's the deal. These light bulbs, you have to twist and pull out. First, you have to take off the cover to access the light bulb. Here's the cover. Once you get that off, then you have to go in there and twist the bulb, and it comes out of the housing. The problem is this housing is broken loose from where it's supposed to be fastened in to the light. So the housing is just rattling around inside there. And so the whole housing itself can come out, but it's not supposed to. See, here's the housing. All right, this is supposed to be fastened to the front of the where the bulb goes in. Right here is where the bulb goes in the back. But for some reason, it's not. It broke loose. So I got to figure out a way to attach it, and I'm probably going to end up having to take the whole headlight assembly out, and then figure out a way to either bolt it in, screw it in, glue it in, some way to attach it so it permanently stays in there. So in the future, when I switch out the bulbs, the whole thing doesn't bounce around, which probably explains why the bulb is blowing, because it's bouncing around in that housing. So we got our bulb in. Let's turn on the lights and see if it works. Yep, there we go. No problemo. We got the bulb replaced. Now the hard part, putting the housing. Well, with the housing out, it's easy to screw it in, but then you have to put the housing back in. Getting the housing in is not that hard. Putting that flat black piece on that covers it, that's the hard part. So anyway, we got it on there, and we are now good to go. All right, thumbs up.